She laughed. We aren't together. He's just my soul friend, in front of all our friends after acting like a couple with me for 2 years. So I matched her words. But the moment she saw me with someone new, I spent 2 years being Amber's best friend until I realized I was never going to be anything more. We met at a charity gala. She was photographing the event. I was managing parking logistics. Within months, we became inseparable. I was her automatic +1 to everything. She came to my family events, stayed at my parents' house. We FaceTimed every night. Everyone thought we were dating, and we never corrected them. My parents asked when I was going to propose. Her Instagram was full of us together, tagged as date nights. But whenever I tried to have the "what are we" conversation, Amber would laugh it off. We're the upgraded version of best friends. Labels are what dramatic couples use to torture themselves. What we have is already perfect. Then came my friend's anniversary dinner. 8 people, all couples. Someone smiled at us and asked, "How long have you been together?" Amber laughed loudly. "Oh God, no. Ryan and I aren't together. He's just my soul friend. We're way too close to ruin it with dating." The table went quiet. I felt like someone had shoved me off a bridge after dinner. I finally said what I'd been thinking for months. I wanted a real relationship with commitment and exclusivity. I needed to know where she saw this going. She went into this whole thing about how labels were outdated, and I was being dramatic. What we have is evolved. That's when it hit me. I was the full boyfriend experience. Emotional support, companionship, intimacy when she wanted it, but without any actual commitment. The safe option she kept in her pocket while keeping her options completely open. 3 days later, I told her I couldn't do this anymore. I wanted someone who was proud to call me their partner, someone who didn't cringe at the word boyfriend. Amber called me dramatic. I held firm. What you call evolved is just avoiding responsibility. I walked away. 3 months later, I met Grace at a community health fair. After our 3rd date, she said something that caught me off guard. "I really like you, Ryan. I'm not interested in anything casual or ambiguous. I want to see where this goes. But I want us both on the same page about moving towards something serious and exclusive." Just like that. Clear, direct, no games. I told her yes, absolutely yes. A week later, she introduced me to her coworkers as Ryan, the guy I'm dating. Not my friend Ryan. Just simple, clear, proud. For the first time, I wasn't guessing where I stood. I was someone's choice, not someone's option. After a year, I proposed at a community garden where I designed a small footbridge. Grace said yes before I even finished. 2 days later, I woke up to texts from Amber's new number. I always thought we'd figure things out eventually. You're moving too fast. You barely know her compared to what we had. I dated Grace for a year. Amber and I had never even officially dated despite 2 years of her acting like my girlfriend. When convenient, I sent one message. "I'm very happy with my choice. Please respect my relationship and my boundaries." Then I blocked the number. Last weekend, my friends threw us an engagement party, about 40 people. Family, friends, coworkers. Grace's parents flew in from Denver. Amber showed up. My friend looked horrified. The group chat invitation had accidentally included Amber. He'd assumed she wouldn't actually show up. She walked in and made a beeline for Grace. "Congratulations. You know, Ryan and I go way back. I probably know him better than anyone here." Grace smiled calmly. "Well, he did mention that you two had a friendship that ran its course." I almost spit out my drink. The message was clear. "I know who you are, and I'm not threatened." Amber spent the next hour showing people old photos, telling stories that painted us as more than we were. Then she suddenly stood up, raised her glass, and started a toast. "I've known Ryan for 3 years. We shared so many amazing experiences together. We had something really special. Real love is built over years, not months." The room got awkward. People looked at their drinks. Grace stood up. "Amber, I appreciate that you and Ryan were friends, but this is our engagement party. If you have feelings you need to process about Ryan moving on, this isn't the time or place." Her voice was steady, but firm. "You're trying to make this moment about you, and I'm not going to let you do that. Ryan chose me. We chose each other. That's what we're celebrating tonight." Amber looked around for support. No one met her eyes. She grabbed her purse. "You know what? You deserve each other." She left. The party was quiet for 30 seconds. Then everyone started clapping and cheering for Grace.